Well, we're not the only ones bracing for a heat wave. A lot of parts of the western U.S. are seeing triple-digit temperatures and dangerous drought conditions. Las Vegas could see record highs this week, and that's saying something for Las Vegas. Firefighters are battling extreme conditions, trying to contain fires in Arizona and Utah.
And Paul, it sounds like we're just kind of bracing for what's to come here. Back end of the week, sounds like.
Yeah, it's going to be an intense heat wave, but a mercifully brief heat wave. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday are going to be hot inland, but then the temperature should back off as we head into the weekend. In the short term, we're going to be watching some fog and low cloud cover spreading out as we head through the rest of tonight. A little warmer tomorrow, just the very beginning stages of the warm-up that's going to intensify by Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday as that heat wave just takes over for a few days. Heat advisory goes into effect on Wednesday, and already on Wednesday there's an excessive heat warning for Solano County. This is when temperatures inland are going to rise up into the 90s, but it's not the peak of the heat wave. That's going to arrive on Thursday. So the heat advisory continues Thursday and Friday for these inland portions of the Bay Area, the North Bay Valleys and the Santa Clara Valley, also in the Santa Cruz Mountains, where high temperatures are going to be in the mid to upper 90s. For other inland parts of the Bay Area, the North Bay Hills and inland in the East Bay, this is where it's an excessive heat warning Thursday and Friday, with high temperatures mostly in the 100 to 105 degree range, but some of the hottest spots, especially for Fairfield, Antioch, Brentwood, they're going to reach up closer to 110 degrees for highs by the end of the work week. And when temperatures get that warm, the humidity is going to be very low. There's still going to be an onshore breeze, and so you can see that reflected in the humidity levels around the bay and along the coast. That's going to keep the peak of the heat from impacting those areas near the water. But single-digit relative humidity levels Wednesday afternoon, close to that level again Thursday afternoon, and yet again on Friday. So we're going to have to watch for that elevated fire threat, even with that onshore breeze trying to transport a little bit of moisture farther inland, but it's not going to be too much of a difference maker Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday afternoons. Right now, looking outside, a nice look towards San Jose, where the temperature reached up to 75 degrees. That's a little bit below average for this time of year. In fact, most temperatures were about 2 to 4 degrees below normal today. Hope you enjoyed it, because tomorrow it's back to slightly above average temperatures. Right now, most inland parts of the Bay Area are in the 70s. It's even around 70 degrees around the Bay, 71 degrees in Oakland, 71 at SFO, while downtown at 64 degrees. Still holding on to 81 degrees right now in Fairfield. It is breezy this evening, but once the sun goes down, those winds are going to start to relax, and the wind isn't going to be as much of a factor on Tuesday. It's still going to be an onshore wind. It's going to be a little gusty from time to time along the coast, but the strongest gusts farther inland aren't going to be as strong as the 25 to 30 mile an hour gusts we had today, more in the 15 to 20 mile an hour range. And so with the onshore breeze continuing to lose its influence, that's why those temperatures are going to start to warm up. Tonight, we'll drop down to the low to mid 50s. Not a whole lot of variation. The very coolest spots dropping down to the 40s, and then near average high temperatures on Tuesday, within 5 degrees of where we're supposed to be this time of year, close to 80 in San Jose, but well into the 80s inland in the East Bay. We'll zoom in for a closer look. Low 60s along the coast. That's not bad for the middle of June. 70s around the south end of the bay and down the peninsula, with near 80-degree high temperatures in the Santa Clara Valley until you get to around Morgan Hill, where temperatures are going to be just a little warmer into the mid-80s there. Low to mid-80s for the Tri-Valley, with the hot spots inland in Contra Costa and Solano counties reaching up to around 90 degrees already tomorrow. But again, keep in mind, you're going to be in that 105 to 110 range later on this week. So 90 is going to feel like the very breath of autumn. Temperatures are going to reach to the upper 60s in San Francisco, with low to mid 70s for the East Bay, low to mid 80s for most of the North Bay. And farther north, temperatures are also going to reach the low to mid 80s up into Mendocino and Lake counties too. Temperatures will peak on Thursday. That's when we have the triple-digit heat inland, with temperatures around the bay reaching up into the upper 70s and even a few 80s on the east side of the bay. And along the coast, high temperatures should reach up close to 70 degrees on Thursday. And then we start to back off a little Friday and a little more as we head into the weekend. And by Monday, well, it's all going to be in the rearview mirror, at least temporarily. Temperatures back to what's normal for this time of year as we start off next week. Well,